Hello and welcome in, everyone. My name is Brianna, and this is going to be a quick energy reading for Scorpio season. Scorpio season began on October 22nd, 2025, and it will continue until November 21st, 2025. During this 1 month period, the sun, or the self, the ego, the personality, will be transiting through Scorpio, the Valley of Shadows. Scorpio season is nicknamed spooky season for a reason, right? When we're in Scorpio's cave, the darkest aspects of ourselves stare us right in the eye, and we're forced to face our shadow, but not only that, the shadows of the people who occupy space in our energetic aura. Through the darkness, on the other side of Scorpio's cave, is Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is the spiritual pathway that leads to Capricorn. And Capricorn is material manifestation. So, the actualization of your vision, your dreams, your goals is possible, but Scorpio is like the final boss. And Scorpio is testing us and asking us, will you turn back? Will you turn around and go back, right? Or will you face the energies hidden in the shadows, hindering your progress? This is death, transformation, and rebirth, you guys. It's the dying of old fears, old insecurities, and outdated emotional patterns that trip us up and hold us back. It's the transformation of the shadow, and it's rebirth, being reborn onto a new pathway. The advice is to get comfortable in Scorpio's shadowland. We've got a month to spend with this energy, so let's make good use of our time here. Trying to escape or suppress or run away from this energy will only redirect you back here, as the issues, whatever the issues are, whatever problem your higher self wants you to solve, it'll continue to come up until it's been healed and released or alchemized and integrated. So accept your time here, right? Accept Scorpio season for what it is. Acceptance is the frequency that transmutes fear and darkness so that you can see clearly, right? When you're not trying to run away, when you're not afraid, you're able to see in the dark, like the high priestess, right? The high priestess is very comfortable in the shadow realm, and that's where all of her power comes from, right? Because she can move in and out of densities, collect information, and she uses that information, or she keeps that information for herself, right? So be patient with yourself as you work to create internal change. This journey is going to require carefully calculated and planned steps forward. It may feel like you're walking on thin ice or uncertainty in this energy, so take your time and make sure that your footing is true before you take your next step. We have Mercury, which I like to refer to as our higher self, right? It's the highest mind. Mercury is also in Scorpio, so you will have the wisdom, the clarity, and discernment to help you navigate Scorpio's energy. You just have to tap into it, right? We also have the Black Hound here. The Black Hound is like a loyal shadow guide, and it scouts the path ahead. It checks for potential dangers and pitfalls, and it communicates that information with you through your intuition and your instincts. So during Scorpio season, it's imperative that you engage in intentional daily practices that strengthen your connection and telepathic communication to your higher self, right? Connecting with Mercury. This includes like meditation, going for walks in the park, and quieting the mind. When the mind is still, guidance, direction, and insight can reach you seamlessly, right? Think of Neo's connection to Morpheus in the Matrix. A clear connection to your higher self might be the difference between life and death as you navigate the Valley of Shadows. Not like a physical death, but a potential spiritual death, right? Death of your dreams, your aspirations, your visions, your faith, right? If you just give up and turn around and go back, that's considered a death, right? Because your dreams die in the shadows. So, you guys, as we move into more details of this reading, I'm picking up on a person, an energy, or an entity that Spirit wants you to remain highly aware of. This is a masculine energy that you were contractually bound to in the past or in a past lifetime, but it doesn't have to be a man. This can be a woman embodying masculine energy. Remember that feminine energy works discreetly in the yin realm, while masculine energy works outwardly in the material realm, right? So this masculine energy is very assertive, overly assertive, pushy, and forceful. This masculine energy is taking action to secure or re-secure an attachment to you. This masculine energy is attempting to attach to your moon energies or a core wound that's been suppressed or forgotten. This is a trauma bond, you guys. It's an unhealthy and potentially painful connection filled with emotional tension and dissonance. You can identify this person, this energy, or this entity as someone who pretends, right? They pretend to be angelic, they pretend to be innocent or even religious, right? But underneath their mask, they're a tyrant who manipulates people. They manipulate spirituality to control, dominate, and oppress others. In the past or in a past lifetime, this person, energy, or entity, they were able to attach themselves to you through your innocence. So they attach to your innocence. This could be like your vulnerability, your trustworthiness, or they attach to you at a young age. And this person used you as a stepping stone to advance or get ahead. This person, energy, or entity is using dark magic, mental magic, chaos magic, or illusion magic to distort your vision, delay your progress, or to get you to drop the ball or fumble these changes that are occurring for you. There's a side note here about a fire sign feminine energy. There may be a fire sign feminine energy who wants to reattach to your heart chakra. So just be mindful of that. But Scorpio season, during Scorpio season, you have an opportunity to alchemize the internal energies or frequencies that this person, energy, or entity is attempting to attach to. Spirit wants you to protect your karma from those who might wish to reverse your progress or rope you back into outdated emotional energy, something that you've already ascended out of. You're meant to inherit some sort of justice, and this justice is going to be different for everyone, but it looks like the Queen of Pentacles, right? Ascension, spiritual mastery, and reaching new heights of material success. On the other side of Scorpio season is completion after a very long and hard journey and the reclamation of your sovereign power to choose and create and the birth of something new, right? There will be heavy projections and attempts to manipulate your mental and emotional clarity this season. In the Valley of Shadows, anything goes, right? But don't be afraid, because fearlessness is cherished by the divine, right? That's how you level up. That's how you rank up spiritually, by facing and overcoming your fears. So position faith over fear and just trust that you're divinely protected and guided as you move through the shadows. The key is the Two of Water here. This is emotional alchemy for balance and harmony. Protect your flow of emotional energy. Be aware of what you're feeling. Do your feelings originate with you, or are you feeling and reacting to projections from external sources? Scorpio season is a season for doing the dirty work. Don't skip this step, because I feel like your overall success depends on it, right? All right, that's all we got, guys. I will see you guys on the next one.